with you. Here we go, Wardy. The ball has gone up and it has been tapped straight out of the centre by the Coolies into the hands of one of their players who sent it directly into the 50, and it is coming out again for the Blues. They're not going to make it so easy for the Coolies so quickly, and now it's headed back to Willetton's advantage. A big ball, probably took a little bit of ice out of the sky as it came down there, nearly landed in the hands of a core who is a dancing man. Let me tell you, if he kicks a goal today, you'll see quite a spectacular display of celebration from him. The ball is bouncing around, and you know what, Wardy, I reckon that's about as good as my commentary gets, so I'm handing it over to you. Away you go.
Oh, look, sensational work from you, Sandra Scully, and they pick it up through Robertson, goes and kicks inside 50. Good mark out on the chest this time by the number 4 there in Brown. So Brandon Brown, we've got a player all by himself. I think it's Ashworth on that far side. It is. Lindsay Ashworth picks it up, the goal scorer. He's kicked 30 for the year and just out to the right-hand side. So first score on the board for Coolbinia. They draw first blood. They lead this contest at 1 behind. Willetton yet to score, just over 1 minute gone in this first quarter as they look to kick it in now. Good kick in. It's going to land in the hands of Tyson Worthington. So Worthington looks to go and play on there. Great kick down the line. Tan was the target. Oh, Tan almost takes the mark there. Good follow-up work there by the Coolbinia player. Looks to try and tap it through his legs. Good pressure from both sides to start this game. Is it going to go out of bounds? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Yes, it has. And we'll have a throw-in on the other side. And it was Mosheviz that's taken that ball over the boundary line.
Two big names in the play there, Worthington, and then we saw a call there, take that tackle.
So Big Davey Hallows in the ruck. Loses out this time, though, but it is going to go to Coolbinia. This little player's got some jets in Delante. Delante gives it off, gives it back. Good little kick. It's come off the side of the boot. Could be to his own advantage. He is absolutely motoring along. Does well. Gets his third possession at about 14 seconds. Kicks inside 50. Player on the far side there. Looks to pick it up. Good inboard kick.
Ooh, well
and a
done.
Great mark out on the chest. The leading play there. And that is the number 16 there in Boyd Duffield.
That was perfect delivery, great mark, and he is set up in prime position to add the first goal to the scoreboard for either team and to give the Coolies a handy 7-point lead. Let's see if he's got the distance here. We've got a few players back there to grab that ball if it falls short, but let's hope he knocks it straight through. Definitely got the distance. Is it slightly to the left? The goalie's moving to the, right, my left, whatever. Fix it for me, Wardy.
Absolutely right. At Coolbinia just to the left-hand side there. So second minor on the board. And they just extend their lead out to 2 points. Nice little kick in there. Worthington with plenty of time. Goes along 45. Kick. Two players all by themselves. One with a great beard and the red boots. Looks to try and play it on now. Good kick there by Andy Lenzo. Finds a player there and he's just decided to take a mark. Holds up his play. He's got Tan on the lead. We'll go in the direction of Tan. It is going to go over the top there and Hallows. That's Davey Hallows. Marks that ball on the chest. So Coolbinia will look to rebound now. Good kick over the top. Ashworth was the target. Drops one he would have taken normally. Good follow-up tackle there by Worthington. Coolbinia look to try and push forward there. Great work there by the Willetton player. Umpires paid a free kick though, and it is going to come back across to Ashworth.
Look, loving what these boys are doing, or I think there might be a few girls out there as well because it's obviously all abilities and open footy, but loving what they're doing at the moment with their effort.
So good effort from both sides so far there. Coolbinia looking to try and press here. Have had a lot of the ball early. Well done by the Willetton player. Could have been holding the ball. Umpires throwing the arms up. Said no, keep going. That's a good up and under kick there. Willetton the target there and they get the knock over the top there. Once again, it's that play in there in Delante going through that contest nice and well, but Tan picks it up. Gas tackled, handballs it again. Coolbinia end up picking up the ball now. Players coming forward him now and lands in his hands. He'll look to turn and go. Probably could have gone a bit quicker, but Tolkien's quite happy to just take his time. So Ashworth the target. Up and under kick, but it's going to hit the target. And Ashworth will look to try and just take a bit of time. Players leading into the space for him now. Kicks over the top. No one able to take that mark. Good spoil over the top there by the Willetton player. Very strong player, this one. Kicks it out to the far side there, and he's got players waiting. Tan is one of those, but it's going to be Delante. He's been phenomenal to start this game, the speedster. Kicks inside 50 there, just goes over the top of the player. Good kick inside 50. Picked up this time by Gould. Gould to go a kick on the outer side now. Absolute leg race between the two 26ers. Hallows is the one that's able to just get that one in front. Oh, great tackle from behind Aquano. And that could have been holding the ball, but the umpire says, give it to me, Sandra Scully.
How the hell do you get these names so right so quickly, mate? I'm still trying to figure out who had the ball like in front of goals before. Far out, impressive effort, Wardy.
So Delante with the ball there, flicks it over the top. Ashworth was a target. He grabs it, kicks inside 50. Got a Willetton player, just decides to leave it, but good work by the player in the pink boots. Streaming out of defence there. Great kick, and we've got heaps of space in front of him now. Got his ones bounce, goes twos bounce. Nice little handball over the top. Tan was the target. Goes back to Worthington. Worthington just looks to try and flick it forward now. Go Willetton, let's go inside 50.
Oh, that was clever.
Might have thrown it. Umpire says no, but Worthington just putting in the hard work there. Could have been kicking in danger. Umpire has said yes, and it's going to come back now once again to Tyson Worthington.
That was a lovely little combination there between Tan and Worthington. I think if those two boys can get on a run and can get into space and go for a run, they're pretty deadly.
And back they are once again to Tan. Good call by you, Sandra Sully. Sees a player all by himself. Tan kicks long all the way to the goal line, I reckon. Just play working. Goes through. Oh, and just to the right-hand side. And I thought we were going to see the first goal there with Wayne Hallows just taking a bit of a stumble, but happy to see it through. Willetton 1 behind, Coolbinia 2 behinds. And we've got about halfway mark of this first quarter.
Is that Daniel Delante all the way back there? Mate, he's going to clock up some Ks today.
Oh, look, he is absolutely racking them up so far today. And look, we probably have the pleasure of getting to pick a best on ground at the moment, and he's going to be right up there, I reckon, Sandra.
Absolutely.
So
Coolbinia
come down that far side now, open the ground up. Ashworth just blocks beautifully, waiting for the number 7 there to go and pick it up there. He does indeed, onto the right boot, and it is going to be chopped off there. Great mark on the chest there by Gould. So Tyler Gould, players in front of him. One of those is Worthington, one of those Tan. They raffle it off. And Worthington decides to mark it now. Just goes back the other way, and this player is very, very handy. And Jacob Wills. Wills runs and carries, uses the pink boots, goes inside 50, player over the top, and that is a good mark inside 50. And Willetton will go back and have their first set shot on goal. That's the big fella there in Daniel Donegan.
That was beautiful work from Wills to drive that into the 50. Set up his teammate for a beautiful mark, and he's popping it onto his boot, and he has slotted it. It's through the big sticks, and that is a big old 6 points on the scoreboard for Willetton, and this is quite the competition in the first few minutes of the first quarter.
So look, really good game so far, and Willetton drawing first blood with the goal, but 7.5 minutes gone in this first quarter. Willetton 1-1-7, Coolbinia just the 2 points. And Daniel Donegan with a big mark and kick inside 50. And look, he's going to be a pretty imposing target, I think, down there with his size and strength. And look, glorious beard as well, I have to admit.
Yeah, look, I'm a bit partial to a beard myself. So, yeah, let it grow freely.
So umpire with the ball back in the middle of the ground. The two rucks will compete. The 226s, and there's Hallows that picks it up. Once again, Ashworth, the gun goes inside 50. Player leads out at him. Almost spoiled over the top by Wills. It was actually Simpson who was able to knock the ball down. Players just looking to try and keep it in now, but Coolbinia picks it up. Is that player again in Wills able to try and push it forward there? Ashworth, quick hands. Well done by Wills, just pushes through there. The pink boots streaming through there. Nice little kick. Davey Hallows, though, he's going to cut it off there. Good celebration in the crowd, and Hallows kicks it back inside 50. Umpire, he's found a free kick, and it might be relayed down the ground here. So we'll wait and see what the umpire has actually pinged here. But I think it's going to be a free kick to Coolbinia about 30 metres out, just on a slight angle.
Now, the first half of this quarter, it was really going the Coolies' way, but quite quickly coming out of their 50. But there were some big boys back here, some tall boys back here for the Coolies that weren't allowing it to get into their 50. But then you saw the combination of Tan and Worthington, and that changed things for Willow. But let's see if the Coolies can get the 6 points. It's looking pretty good to me. There's cheers around the crowd, and bam, the umpire signals it. And what have we got on the scoreboard now? I think it might be a 1 point lead going the Coolies' way.
Yeah, look, absolutely right. Coolbinia get there first, leading by a point now, and that was the first goal on the board to Brandon Brown, the number 4 there for Coolbinia. And look, gets the nice quick reply with about 5 minutes left in this first quarter. As we mentioned, absolutely perfect day down here at Burrender Reserve. We've already seen the B grade grand final a little bit earlier today. And I think that might have been, if I remember right...
Curtin Uni Wesley?
Yeah, Curtin Uni Wesley ended up winning that game, I think 37-27.
They took it over Warnbro, but yeah, that's a pretty tight game.
Absolutely right. And good to see some of the celebrations after the game as well, as the umpire throws up once again. Knocked down by Aquano, but it's been sharked. And that player again in Delancey kicks inside 50. But Gould just waiting underneath
he's
it.
good back there, isn't he?
He is, the gun. Gould goes and kicks it up. And here's that player there in a core. Drops the one he should have taken there. It's been turned over. Tolkien goes inside 50 again. Player all by himself. Gets the good mark out on the chest.
We don't have him on our sheet.
Is that the number 10, is it?
Number 10, but that's how it happens around here, just FYI for those listening in. Sometimes we don't always have accurate names for numbers, and sometimes we don't have names for numbers at all.
And that's okay, because he's made our life easier. Knocked it off to Boyd Duffield, and Duffield will go and kick from about 25 metres out on a pretty sharp angle, actually.
All right, Duffy, what do you got, mate?
So Duffy slots it through, does he?
Decent.
And that is absolutely pinpoint perfect. Coolbinia get 2 in 2 minutes. And they blow this lead out now. 7 points gone. 4 minutes left to go in this first quarter.
Really great cracking start to this grand final. So the couple of times that these teams have met, it's been quite a bit of a blowout in the Coolies' favour. So it's great to see that Willows come out and put on a competition today. Now, just once again, shout out to anybody listening in. If you want us to read out any messages of support to players, just send your message down to someone here at the ground, get them to bring it on over, and we'll read it out. We love to engage with the listeners at home.
Absolutely love a chat. And look, the Coolbinia play there, the number 10. We'd love to know who he is. So if it's family, friends or whoever, come and let us know. We're up at the back here at Burrender Reserve as Akor has the ball. Nice up and under kick. It's going to be turned over there, and good mark out on the chest by the leading player there in Crane. So Kennel Crane with the ball now. Taken plenty of time. Good barrel kick there. Ashworth's the target. It's going to go over the top. Sits the well for Ashworth
he's got it again.
Goes a nice little handball forward there. He's gone to the number 7, I think, this time. Goes inside 50 again. Nice kick there. It's picked up once again by Brown. He's kicked one so far. Goes one way, goes the other. Great tackle. Umpire says play on. Good tackle pressure on. Well done by the big fella there. Just absolutely barrels his way out of trouble and lands in the hands of Worthington. He's got run and carry. Bounces once. Exits the 50. Nice little chip kicking to his mate in Tan. Tan drops one he should have taken. He's got plenty of time, though. Oh, look at that. Absolutely slick. Kicks over the top, but Ashworth is going to pick it up now. Ashworth, one bounce. Take 3, son. Decides to just go the one. Kicks inside 50 there. Players out on the lead. Wills can't quite get it. Goes over the top there. Goes to the last goal scorer there in Boyd, but Wills has been able to pick it up. Comes outside 50, and that is absolutely delicate. Picture perfect. Lands in the hands of Tan.
We're seeing some lovely skills on display out there. Tell you what, get a couple of those boys into space, bouncing the ball and kicking it on.
And that is a good kick there. Finds his man in Worthington. They are the ultimate 1-2 competition, is Worthington and Tan. As the runner is going absolutely bananas there, just trying to get him to work forward. Worthington with plenty of time now, just decides to kick long. That's a good kick there, but well done by Hallows, just going across the top. He's dropped one there, goes well there. Davey Hallows switches around. It's going to go straight back to Worthington. He says, bugger this, I'm off. One bounce, go another, son. Kicks inside 50. Oh, the big fella there is a target again in Donegan. Can't quite take a mark, but well done going back the other way as the Coolbinia player. He likes to run and carry as well. Goes a nice little left foot kick there. Good kick down the line, lands in the hands of Duffield.
Gould put up a great effort then, but not able to get his hands to it. He's been very handy down there all quarter, though.
So Duffield goes and kicks across. Ashworth, the target there. And good mark there by Ashworth. Well done by Duffield just to spot up the open player. And young Lindsay Ashworth, he's going to go and have a set shot. Probably about 45 metres out. Needs to check the grass, see which way the wind's going. And I reckon it is just to the left of screen.
You reckon he's got it?
Just short, I reckon. Ashworth goes, kicks
long.
No, here we go. I tell you what, that is an absolute beauty of a kick. Lindsay Ashworth, his first for the game. Coolbinian's third, and with 1 minute left in this first quarter, they lead this game 3-2-20. Willetton at 1-1-7, a margin of 13 points.
Look, Ashworth has been in the absolute thick of things all game, so that is some excellent reward for effort.
So as we tick down the last 40 seconds now, I think the umpire will get to bring the ball back to the middle of the ground. Just a reminder, 15-minute quarters in the integrated games. But Coolbinia, a very handy 13-point lead. And look, apart from the early stages probably of this first quarter where Willetton really put on the first goal and looked to be right around the contest, last 5 minutes probably been all Coolbinia, I have to say, Sandra.
Yep, absolutely.
So umpire throws it up again. Hallows is in there. Tackled by Worthington there. That is a beauty. Last roll of the dice for Willetton in this quarter. Good kick inside 50. It lands pretty well. Heron was the target there. Goes past him. Picked up this time by Donegan. Can't quite get the ball up. Well done by Coolbinia.
Oh, he's back in, nah.
Absolutely slick hands there from Hallows as well. That's Wayne Hallows.
Mark.
And once again, Ashworth there.
And that is a sign.
So quarter time down here at Burrender Reserve. We're set up for an absolute cracker. Coolbinia leading this one 3-2-20. Willetton 1-1-7. We'll go up for a quick break and we'll see you for the second quarter action out here. Look, great to hear all these things that we get to learn every week.
What an incredible comeback, hey? That's a fairy tale story for you.
So umpire throws it up again. Absolute fairy tale
with that.
as well.
Yeah, well, whatever. You know how I am with it. Anyway, get back to the footy, Wardo.
Wardo. That's that man in tan who has the ball there. Hallows puts the pressure in. That's Hallows of the David variety. Kicks it around the body this time. It was Tolkien with that one there. Ball goes inside 50 this time, and that is a good kick, and it's one of those players there in Joey Albury. So he'll sit there and goes a nice little kick into the pocket. It's going to be a tough angle, but I think that could be Duffield, and it is indeed Boyd Duffield. He kicked one from a similar position in the first quarter, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be a bloody tough kick from there, Scully. You reckon you do it?
Yeah, but you know what? We weren't entirely confident the last time he lined up in a tight angle, and he slotted it beautifully. So I reckon he's going to give it a good crack. And actually, I'm seeing it turn into, that is straight through the centre, right? Wow.
You are
just
bloody kidding me.
Just to shame, mate. We are eating our words. That was exceptional. Duffy, you know how to kick a goal, mate. That's beautiful.
So well done there by Boyd Duffield. Kicks his second goal of the game, but most importantly, Coolbinia's fourth, and they extend their lead out to a margin of 19 points now. But I'll tell you what, that must be his pocket. It must be just his sweet spot, kicking from that kind of area, because it was exactly the same on the other side. I have to admit, when Joey Albury actually flicked that across him, I thought he's no danger here, but pinpoint kicking, and Coolbinia in front once again. As the umpire throws it up again, the 226ers go at it. This time it's knocked down by Aquano. He follows up his own work. Nice orange boots. Kicks inside 50. That player out on the lead again. Donegan can't quite mark it. Looks to try and follow up his own work there. Well done by Willetton, just keeping the ball in there. Donegan is the target. Does very well. Lands in the hands of Rudder. Rudder just trying to force the ball out there. Goes a nice little handball now. Goes to Munro. Nice kick out of danger. Hallows is the target and lands
he's taken it
in the hands of Davey Hallows. He's had an absolute belter of a game so far. Sees Ashworth all by himself. That is a good kick. Can't quite take the mark. Goes through his legs. Absolutely beautifully done. Picked up by Andy Lenzo. Lenzo's tackled but gets the ball away from him now. Goes across to Accor. Accor just forces the ball forward there. It's going to go inside 50. Worthington was the target there.
Oh, look
Looking
out.
to try and pick up there. Good tackle by Worthington. Ball's been turned over. Tan in there as well. Well done by the Coolbinia player. Just forces it out. Think it's going to stay in. Ashworth just happy to sit there and try and chase it now. He is tackled. Oh, goes into the face of Accor. Hopefully he's okay. He's not happy with that one. Delante threw it. Tackled by Tan. Ball goes through to the middle now. Well picked up this time. It's handed off. Goes to Zonka.
Yeah,
Zonka goes over the top there. Well done. Lands in the hands of Hallows. Aquano is around his waist there. Good tackle by the Coolbinia player, this time in Crane. And the umpire will come in and Sandra Scully, that was absolutely frenetic.
Yeah, that was fiercely contested football. Loved what I saw out there. Lots to talk about, lots to actually pick out from a lot of the pack work in there, Wardo, so you did well.
So Hallows with the ball, and once again knocked forward this time. It is Hannington there who's able to try and knock the ball forward. Well done. It goes to Aquano. He's had a pretty lively start to this quarter there. Goes across to Lenzo, but the umpire's found something, and it's going to be a free kick. And they're going to bring it back. It's going to go across to Coolbinia. It might have been kicking in danger, I think, there, Sandra.
Perhaps. A little bit of that going on. You get a little bit excited around the ball and you just want to move it on. Now, also, fan around wondering why I keep stumbling over Wardy and Wardo. For the first time in, I think, the 3 or so years that we've been doing this together and I've been calling you Wardy, you've actually corrected me and told me that you prefer Wardo.
Oh, look, I told you that 3 years ago, and I was just trying to be polite, Sandra, but that's fine. As Hallows has the ball, kicks it out, and Ashworth in absolutely metres of space now. He'll miss the ball there, but he's got absolutely acres of time. Goes and kicks inside 50. It is a great kick. Well done inside. Good quick hands this time by the number 24 in Tharaholt. Found an interesting story about him as well before, but we'll get to that one after. And Wills tries to bring it out now for Willetton. Wills, plenty of time. That is a good long kick, and Tan is the target. Lands in Tan's chest. Bounce it at least 3 times, son. There's one. Go again. No, he goes and kicks inside 50. That's a good kick. Player all by himself. Just over the top there, and Ash North couldn't quite get the ball. Umpire's given a free kick going back the other way. And it will go to Coolbinia.
Hey, huge shout out to Ash North, got to say down there. Last time I saw him, he was a little bit more clean shaven. But Ash North is a huge fan of Perth Footy Live. We have tried to get to a few more integrated games during the season, but it just hasn't worked out. Ash North is out there playing with a broken finger because, of course, there's no way he'd miss a grand final.
Oh, good on him. What a superstar there. As Coolbinia look to try and bring the ball back in now. And the umpire has just played that one now. So Coolbinia will look to try and move the ball on. Good long kick there. It's going to be a 2-on-1 there. Hallows was the target. Looks to try and spoil there. Aquano just picks up the ball there. Nice work there by Moshevis, but Aquano's able to pick it off. Goes through 1, goes through 2. Great tackle there by Ashworth. Causes that turnover there, but Willetton will be able to go and pick up the ball. And it is Delante. Oh, that's a great tackle.
Done. And he goes again. And it's in the hands of Tan. And this could be dangerous. What can you do with it, Tan? Hands it off to his mate in Worthington. He's popped it on his boot. And it's just to the left.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I have told you, those two together in space. Absolutely dangerous. So close to pulling that off. Beautiful effort, boys, but just the 1 point for Willetton, which takes them to 1-8, and then the Coolies 4-26.
Bloody phenomenal work there by Tyson Worthington. His follow-up work and his 2 tackles was absolutely phenomenal.
That was killer.
And then he's dumped it, got the ball from Tan and just missed from about 40 outs. But it is the speedster now, and Daniel Delante, and look, he just takes off and goes. Good kick there. Ashworth, the target again, finds himself in plenty of space. Almost good work there, and it is well done by Lenzo, but the ball has been turned over. It's going to go back this way. Almost goes through and could be quite picked up there by Gould, but Wills is happy to run through that contest now. He's got Brown for company, but does very well, does Wills. So Wills kicks long inside 50. No one wanted that one, but they're going to run into it. It's Worthington. I'm backing in him from there.
Have another go, mate! Have at it!
And he has kicked an absolute contender for goal of the day. Willetton moved that ball absolutely beautifully, and they end up bringing back that margin, most importantly now. Coolbinia leading 4-2-26. Willetton 2-2-14. Back to a margin of 12 points. And we've got about 7 minutes in this second quarter.
Now that's how the Blues absolutely needed to come out at the start of this second quarter, with a lead that the Coolies were going into the second quarter with. Willetton needed to put on their best display of football. Some really tightly contested pack work at the start, but finally the Blues able to break free, I should say, through the dogged work, I would describe it as. Tireless work from Worthington. So good job, boys.
So Willetton keeping this one interesting. They've been very, very good in patches so far. Coolbinia with that 2-goal lead as the umpire throws it up once again. Davey Hallows with the ball. Goes through the hands of Lenzo's across to Ashworth. He'll sit there and kick well. Just goes past the player there in Griffin. They're going to try and bring it back the other way.
Nice
well done there. Carly Griffiths almost picked up there. She goes her own follow-up. Well done there by the Coolbinia team. Picked up this time by Weedor. He sits there and tries to kick back the other way. Good tackle pressure from both sides. Ball bounces out. Could have been taken high. Umpire says, yes, you have been, son. And it's going to come back to Lindsay Ashworth. So Ashworth looks to go the nice little kick. Lenzo, great fist there over the top there, but it's going to come to Tolkien. Picked up this time, going inside 50. Good pressure there from the Willetton side. Nice work there this time by Lenzo.
Strong
and he
mark.
kicks it out to the far side there. Good mark out on the chest.
Now, I tell you what, these boys love a fend-off. Actually, boys and girls, I should say, love a fend-off. Love a bit of a shimmy around a player or two, fend-off, and then playing on. Oh, strong kick. Not able to take it cleanly, but was able to run onto it without any competition. Sends it down the ground into his 50. First met by a Coolies boy, but it's on the ground at the moment. Who wants it the most? The Coolies man's popped it on his boot and sent it back to the centre. But nice mark taken from 18. Is that Jacob Wills?
It is
Did
indeed.
I see that number right?
No, you have indeed. And he's hit up his mate there in Tyson Worthington. So, look, a few players there for Willetton that absolutely dominate. He's tried to go the barrel. He's gone inside 50. It's going to bounce out the back there. Ash North was the target. Can't quite grab it. And it hits the point and goes out of bounds. So Coolbinia will have the free kick. I'll tell you what, Willetton, when they've got the ball and it's going through the hands of Wills, who just surges so well off half-back, and they get into the hands of Worthington, Tan, and even the big ruck there in Aquana, they're looking very, very dangerous.
Yeah, look, Aquana did some beautiful work before, just a little bit early, a couple of minutes ago, dodging around his man, a few fend-offs. It was very Nat Fyfe-esque, obviously pre-injury.
So Coolbinia look to try and clear it out. Nice little chip kick there. That is a great chip kick, just through the hands there of the number 14 there for Coolbinia. Look to try and pick it up, works well, goes the nice little kick now. Plenty of players ahead there. One of those is Terrell. Professional bowler we just found out before there is
for Australia, for the nation.
Absolutely right. So a bit of a gun there, but the ball's been turned over, and once again it's the play there, and Jacob Wills goes and kicks long. Tan was the target. It's going to go over his head, and there's that play there, and Delante, the speedster, falls over there, but he's able to pick himself up. Umpire's paid a free kick there. Crowd's not happy. We're just across at the bar here, and it's about 750 deep, and they are absolutely filthy with that one there. But Delante's going to get the ball.
And this is a great contest. Delante v Worthington, a couple of speedsters. Loving how they're playing this game out together against each other.
So Moshevic just calling for something ahead of him. Umpire says play on. Goes a nice kick there. It's going to land in the hands of a call. Oh, body on his line. Absolutely phenomenal. Umpire says I'm paying that mark. And Hallows has the ball in hand.
Lost his boot. It was so bloody good. He lost his boot.
Oh, plenty go on there. That's an absolute highlight. Two players just absolutely putting it all on the line. Hopefully, of course, going to be all right, but Hallows just wants to play on. Goes to Ashworth, goes and kicks inside 50 there. Aubrey was the target. Can't quite pick it up, and Wills comes across, mops up, kicks all of 50 metres there. It's going to be to Willetton's advantage. Stops there, and the players run through, and Delante is going to pick it up once again. The speedster goes and picks it up. Goes a nice handball, goes to Hallows. He's got a long kick. Inside 50, once again. Ball goes over the top there. It's going to be to Coolbinia's advantage. Hannington with the ball, but well picked up by Gould.
Can't get past Gould. Gould on to Accor.
Oh, and Accor drops one he would normally kind of take. He's done very well there, touches the ball down. He's recovered very, very well from that injury, which is good to see. Aquano drops one there, but the powerhouse has it stolen off him.
Oh, damn.
Moshevic.
That was cheeky.
Moshevic goes inside 50 there. Ashworth, good long kick. Can they mark it? Oh, I can't quite grab that one. The umpire's paid that mark. Good call there by the umpire. And Coolbinia are going to go back and have another shot on goal. And I think it might be Duffield once again.
Just as I was about to call Aquino, I should say, Pfeiffer, you got stripped of it. And spectacularly so.
So one of the best set shots going around, I reckon. Boyd Duffield, let's see if we can commentate to curse him. No, we can't. 3 on the Boyd for Boyd Duffield. Celebrates in style and extends the lead out for Coolbinia. 5 goals to 32 now. Willetton 2-14. Out to a margin of 18 points, and we've got about 2.5 minutes left to go in this first half.
Yep, not long to go now, and that's... I mean, I guess a shame if you're looking at it from Willetton's point of view, because they did come out really strong at the start of this quarter, and that is going to hurt a little bit with the Coolies extending that lead just towards the end of the first half. So let's see what the Coolies can do here. Are they going to be able to extend that lead, or are the Blues going to be able to fight back, just put on the brakes a bit, and maybe even get another 6 points on their scoreboard to make it an exciting game going into the second half.
So huge 2 minutes now here for Willetton. Let's see what they can do. Hallows wins it out the ruck again, but picked up by Lenzo. Handballs off the core, takes a dance. Oh, smothered off the boot that time by Delante. Goes back to a core. Well done, son. Goes and kicks long to advantage there. Aquano going through that one. Almost going to pick it up, but well done by Worthington. The gun, he fends off one, fends off another again. Goes the bounce. Nice little left foot kick there. North was the target, but couldn't quite get it. Good body work this time by the number 14.
Oh, he goes.
Back up to Worthington. Goes the bounce. Go, son. On goal.
That's on.
And that is the reply that Willetton needed. Tyson Worthington with his second in this quarter. And he brings the margin back to 12 points.
Look, somebody has got to tell us what that little celebration dance was about. It looked like he was stirring a pot or something. Oh, I'm not quite sure, but if anybody knows what the meaning of that little dance of Worthington's is, we'd love to hear it.
Like he was cooking, you reckon?
Yeah,
that looks like the that looks like the let me cook, I reckon.
I'm cooking now.
Well done. So with about 50 seconds left in this first half, Coolbinia leading by 12 points, and that's exactly what they needed going into half-time.
Cooking with Tyson, I should say, not Ash North, although he had a good crack down there. Cooking with Tyson Worthington.
Cooking with gas, I reckon. They're going very, very well, the Willetton side. So as we wait for the umpire to bring the ball back to the middle of the ground, probably won't get another score, I don't think, in this first half.
Well, with 22 seconds left, and I'm glad you were paying attention because I was like, what the bloody hell is the... Oh, sorry, excuse me. What the hell is the hold-up for? And, of course, it was because the ball wasn't back in the centre.
So Aquano able to try and bring that one out. Can they push for another one, Willetton? They can't. It's been pucked up by Moshevis. He sits there and kicks around the body. Well, lands in the hands of Ashworth. Can they pinch one late? I don't think they're going to be able to. Kicks out to the far side. Got to go now, son. Tolkien with the ball in hand. Kicks inside 50. Can they get a mark before the siren? Good mark out on the chest.
What did we say? They just keep making us eat our words, Wardo.
Not eating our words. Brandon Brown with the ball. He's kicked one in the first quarter. Let's see if he can get another one just before half-time. So
just when we said there wasn't enough time in the quarter.
So 2 goals the margin now. Brandon Brown, 40 metres out. Onto the left boot. Just going to be short, I reckon. And out to
the left, maybe a point.
To the left-hand side. What's the umpire said? So no score on the board.
No score.
So half-time out here at Burrender Reserve. And it is Coolbinia leading this A-grade grand final. 5 goals, 232. Willetton, 3-2-20. And as we go to half-time, Sandra...
And some damn fancy goals from tight angles. Wardo, talk to me about that first half. How have you seen it?
I'll tell you what, it was the bloody quickest half-time break we've ever had in our entire life. That threw us off a little bit, but we're ready for third quarter actions. First half was phenomenal, though. Coolbinia, look, been really strong. They've had some strong players throughout the game. One of those just about to get the ball, Ashworth there. Well done by the play, going back with the flight there in Tyler Gould from Willetton. Look, but they've been very, very good. Probably the player for me has been the player up forward there in Boyd Duffield. He's made a lot of difference there, kicking those 3 goals. But look, Tyson Worthington as well for Willetton. He's been very good with 2 as well. So look, set up for a really good second half coming up. And let's see if Willetton can grab 1 or 2 to start this third quarter.
Absolutely. It's all on Willetton at this point in time, driven by the man with the ball in his hand, Zachary Aquino. Oh, lovely kick into the centre square. Unfortunately not able to be taken cleanly by Donegan. But it is all up to Willetton. Oh, it's come out into the hands of Worthington, has it? Tyson Worthington, number 12. It's in his hands. He's in prime position for a goal, but it really is up to Willetton to come out firing at the start of this third quarter to close that gap and give themselves a fighting chance in this game. They cannot afford for the Coolies to increase that lead, and thankfully we might actually see it about to be decreased if the Worthington can slot this through the bacon and griddle, and I thought it was so close, just fell short and touched for a behind.
So good start there by Willetton. Tyson Worthington just missing a long, long goal there, and probably been the best player on ground almost at the moment has Worthington. Been very, very handy and consistent right the way across. He's kicked 2 so far, and look, could be the difference for Willetton if they're going to win this game, as Coolbinia look to try and bring the ball on the outer side. It's a good mark. It goes back, falls over there, but picks it up. It does Ashworth. Goes and moves the ball on. Lands in the hands of Davey Hallows. So Hallows just waiting for the game to unfold. They've got a 2-goal lead. Doesn't need to do anything rash, and that's a good kick across to Weedor. Bounces funny on him, and a core goes through. They bounce through each other. We're good pressure there by a core. Lets it go through. Moshevis picks it up. Goes inside 50 now. That's a good long kick. It's going to go over the back. But well done by Jacob Wills. He has been absolutely phenomenal in defence for Willetton all day today. So Wills with the ball in defence, 25 metres out from his own home. Sees a core as the target, will end up going that way. Well done by a core, lands on his chest, and that is a good mark there.
All right, let's see what a core can do with this. We know he's got some fancy footwork when it comes to dancing, but let's see what he can do with that football. Needs to find, he's looking for someone to kick to. Ash North has come down to the ground to make a strong lead, but it's in the hands of his teammate who is sending it up in the direction of Worthington. It's just bounced behind the pack, and Worthington's read it best, run onto it, gathered it beautifully, and sent it into the big man on their team, number 26 in Zachary Aquino, the ruck. He's having a stellar game as well. Let's see what he can do with it. Let's see how he can set his team up to actually get themselves in a good position to slot it through the big sticks.
So
unless he can slot it himself. Nope, not quite. Got a bit of height on it, but obviously not the distance.
Oh, unlucky there, and almost a good mark there on the outer side there by Wilson.
Oh,
and he has been paid the mark there, is Shawnee Wilson. So he's going to sit there and have a shot on goal, probably about 30 metres out. Tight angle, just centres the ball there. Donegan was the target. Well done by the player there coming across the front in Crane. Ball looks to be cleared out, but it's only going to come as far as a core. He's got some serious dance move. Let's see if he can get a goal. Umpire's happy to let him go on. Sling tackle.
Yeah.
And it is going to come back to a core. So I'll tell you what, if he kicks a goal, you watch out for one of the best celebrations you have ever seen.
And aren't we ready for it? Now, for those listening in, I usually do the interviews on here because I tend to not have any idea what's going on in terms of football. So hopefully my attempts at calling the game haven't been too diabolical. But that is really nicely on line, nearly directly into the hands of his teammate. Is that Worthington again back there? He's bloody everywhere. Unfortunately, touched for another behind. But the Coolies have, if they can build that wall, have another chance here to get some more points on the board. We currently have a gap of 11 points. Only a couple of goals to put the Blues in front.
So chipping away at it now are Willetton. They've had the first two scores of this quarter, and it's going to come out only as far as Wills. We know he's got a long kick there. Steps inside. Does it very, very well. Goes through past Minetti. Umpire said that's holding the ball, and Wills is absolutely filthy. Great tackle there by Ryan Minetti, though. So it's going to come back for Coolbinia, and they'll look to try and reload and get their first score of this second half. He's got Hallows leading for him, and he decides to go with that lead. Well done by Dave Hallows. Just decides to hold it up now.
Just got his fingertips to it.
So very, very good player is Dave Hallows. That is a good long 45 kick. Player all by himself inside 50, and that is a great mark out on the chest. And we'll sit there and try and have a shot possibly.
He actually had a couple back behind him that were free, but he's gone for the bomb.
Oh.
And has that bounced. Oh, geez, wouldn't you have loved that to bounce through, hey? The Blues boys weren't able to get their fingertips to it, but over the line for a point.
So Coolbinia get their first score of the second half and bring the lead back to 11 points now. Wills with ball in hand. We'll look to run out of the square now. Just goes a nice long kick. Worthington was the target. He was looking for him. Lands on his chest, and that's a good mark and good kick. Sees the players on the outer side. One of those is Lenzo. He's going to sit there and try and take his time there. Handballs forward to Gould. Gould with a kick. Nice little kick there. Lands in the hands of number 29 in Wilson.
Lovely series of kicks there. The boys set that up, or the players, I should say, set that up beautifully. Spotted their target, drove it down the side, and now it's in their 50 in the hands of, help me out here, Wardo. I can't see his number.
So it's Donegan once again.
Donegan already kicked one. He was going to centre it to a teammate.
Oh, 10. Unlucky there. Turns the ball over, and Moshevis, he's going to sit there and try and bring it out there. Lenzo will sit there and try and mop out there if he can pick it up. Oh, Lenzo goes through his hands. He's going to recover, though. Goes back this time to Gould, and Gould comes out of it well. Good kick there by Gould. Wilson's the target. Great mark there by Wilson. We'll just sit there and take a bit of time now. Goes and plays on. Phenomenal work there by Wilson.
Goal.
He's in a bit of trouble, but powers through. Kicks inside 50 now. Willetton will look to try and score another one there. North was the target there. Hallows can't quite pick it up, but does now. Well done by Worthington. Great work there by Hallows. Well done by the big fella. Takes one bounce. Goes a second.
Look at him go.
Hallows goes inside 50 there, and the crowd goes absolutely bananas. Willetton will look to try and mop
it's
up.
fallen out the back, and it's in the hands of, is that 18? But unfortunately, wider goals. I'm thinking that was, did you see that number?
Yeah, Duffield just out to the far side.
Duffield,
again.
Boyd Duffield. Definitely could have had 6 points on the scoreboard if Duffield had been able to take that cleanly. But really exciting work there from Hallows.
So good kick in once again. It'll go to Wills. He'll sit there and look to try and move it up. Gould was the target. He's got a core over the top. He'll sit there and go that way now. The core got players in front of him. Tan will be the target on this one. Floats across there. Good spoil from behind, but Tan will look to pick it up. Goes a nice little handball across there. Great tackle, but Tan gets it back again. Aquano was the target there. He's going to run through the big fella and picks it up. Good kick inside 50, a bit up and under. It's going to give Worthington a little bit of work to do, but he's up to it, I reckon. Oh, it just goes past Worthington there as he overruns it. Picked up by Moshevis. He looks to try and clear it out. Lands in the hands this time of Zonka. So Zonka with the ball. Good kick on the far side there. I think it's Wilson that's the target.
Geez, he's added a fair bit this quarter.
So big third quarter there for Wilson. Donegan's the target. And that is a good kick inside 50. And I'll tell you what, this is a really important kick for Willetton in this game. So Davey Donegan, or Daniel Donegan, I should say, with the ball. He's got about 25 metres out. Could have got a bit close to the mark. Doesn't need to. And that is another goal on the board for Willetton. They chip it back. 4-4-28. Coolbinia 5 goals, 3-33. Back to a margin of 5 points. And with just under 6 minutes left to go in this third quarter, we're back within a goal.
Who have you got your goal kickers for Willetton, Wardy? I've got 2 to Donegan.
And we've got 2 for Mr. Tyson Worthington as well. So they look to be the 2 key targets up forward this game for Willetton.
Now, I tell you who's been a little bit quiet for the Coolies. I haven't seen Daniel Delante with his usual popping up in all places, his usual speedy self out there. He's been a little bit quiet. Perhaps we'll see a bigger half from him in the remaining time of this quarter.
Great call by you. And Delante has the ball in hand now. He's gang tackled straight away and the umpire says, give it back to me. And I think Coolbinia have realised that they might be in a bit of trouble here if Willetton get a run on there, and they've put Delante on the ball. As the ball comes out this time, Tolkien was the target. It's going to come out this far side. Looks to be picked up there. Well done by a core just to kick it off the ground. Ashworth's in there chasing after a bit of core. Just knocking the ball forward there. Well done by a core. Didn't want to pick it up. Might have hurt an ankle, but he's soldiering through it there. Oh, high tackle possibly. Oh, the umpire says illegal disposal and gives a free kick there to Tolkien. So Cam Tolkien, ball in hand at the moment. Just in front of the bench there for Willetton. We'll kick it into Ashworth, the target. And that is a good mark there by Ashworth. He'll look to try and go nice and quickly. Duffield was the target, but sensational mark there by Wills on the far side. Marks it, goes the one bounce, and barrels it down the line again. Doesn't quite hit a target there, and it's going to sit there and bounce dangerously there. Well done by Lenzo. Just absolutely smashes through there. Goes back to a core. Could be holding the ball, and that is a good tackle there by Delante. He must have heard you, Sandra. He's been absolutely up and about as Daniel Delante.
He absolutely, well, you know, they do like to go the opposite of whatever I say just to really make me look like a fool out here. So Delante is really making a huge mark on this last couple of minutes of the game.
And good kick there by Delante. He's ended up in the hands of Hallows.
Oh, is he going to go? Nope, stop, backing up.
So just waiting for the players to lead in front of him now. Davey Hallows just kicks it nicely. Ashworth was the target. Almost marked over the top. Wills was there. Oh, big tackle there. Could might be a sling. The umpire says no.
Did not like that. Nope, 24.
And he's going to give it back to him there. That was an absolutely powerful tackle there.
Australian bowler did not like how he was brought to the ground then.
So we're going to have a throw up 45 metres out from the Coolbinia goal. Ashworth in the ruck, able to knock that one down. No one able to take clean possession. Brown was in there. Picked up by Delante. Delante snaps it around the body. Great kick there. Probably not 15, but the umpire might have said that that's gone far enough. Goes to Minetti. Minetti just happy to chip it across there. Lands in the hands of, I think it was Aubrey. No, it's not. It's the number 14 there who we don't have in the book. And it's a good kick, but it's been turned over, and Worthington goes the absolute barrel out of defence. Plenty of room there for Wilson to sit there and pick it up. He's going to indeed. He's got Tan in front of him there. Aquano just telling him to go at it. Wilson powers through one, powers through 2 tackles, and Tan has got 50 metres in front of him now. Go one bounce, Tan. Go another, mate. Decides to kick it long now, all the way to goal. Donegan's the targets. And Donegan could be a free kick umpire. He's paid the mark. And that is going to be a shot on goal by Daniel Donegan. And I'll tell you what, if he kicks this with 2 minutes left in this third quarter, Willetton will be in front. Donegan plays on, snaps around his body. And Willetton take the lead. 5 goals, 4-34. Coolbinia, 5 goals, 3-33. 2 minutes left in this third quarter. And Willetton have the lead. And we are set up for an absolutely phenomenal last quarter here out at Burrender Reserve. A-grade WA integrated football grand final. And we're set up for an absolute classic as well. Sandra Scully, Willetton. They're on absolute fire, aren't they?
What a comeback. Sorry, I just had a little bit of a stumble off headset there. Managed to make an absolute mess out of my drink on the sidelines. But fortunately, the Willetton supporters have given me a pat on the back, and I've stuck the microphone, the headset back on, and away we go.
So life is good again as Tan has the ball in hand. And Brendan Tan, he'd been a bit quieter since the first quarter, but with ball in hand now, goes and kicks inside 50 there.
Oh.
Good mark, and Aquano was the target. Marks 45 metres out, almost directly in front. And let's see if he can go right to the face of goal now. Kicks him right on the 50. Donegan is the target. It's going to go over the top there. Hallows looks to try and pick the ball up there. The umpire's paid that one. And he's going to go to Hallows. He says, no, you've got to go back over the mark. And it is going to come back to the veteran in Wayne Hallows.
So that actually was, so while I was stumbling to the side off Mike, Willetton managed to take the lead by 1 point. Incredible.
And that is a risky kick, but a good kick, and Mosovis takes that mark, and it looks like he might be a bit sore after that mark. Just taking a bit of time out of the clock now. So 30 seconds left to go in this third quarter. And I'll tell you what, it is anyone's game going into the last. Slight breeze going to the left of screen. And Mosovis just goes the nice little cheeky on the other side. Goes over the hands of Worthington. He's going to sit there and pick it up and reload. Worthington goes back inside 50. Oh, Donegan there again.
Oh,
and the crowd is
Lordy.
absolutely going bananas. So 5 seconds left. He's going to kick right near the siren. There it is. Donegan. Just out to the right-hand side, but it doesn't matter. Three-quarter time out here at Burrender Reserve, and it is Willetton leading 5-5-35 after a really impressive third quarter. Coolbinia 5-3-33, a margin of 2 points.
Down here to watch this game, and to Jason, who actually replaced my drink that I managed to knock over at the end of the third quarter.
So Delante with the ball, brings that one out, lands in the hands of Ashworth, and here come Coolbinia nice and early in this last quarter. So Ashworth will look to try and kick it deep inside 50. That is a great kick. Players will sit there and converge on it, but well done by Wills. Just coming across the front there and marks that one 15 metres out from his own goal. Been one of the best players all day for Willetton. Goes a nice long kick. A core was the target. It is going to go a bit further, and it's Worthington, who probably, has been best on ground, I think, so far. Knees that one ahead. And the ball, does it go out of bounds? No, it's going to come back to a core. A core goes around his body. Nice little chip kick there. It's going to stay in. Davey Hallows is going to pick it up. So Hallows with the ball just steps around Aquano beautifully. He's got Ashworth in the middle of the ground. That is pinpoint perfect. Got a player jumping ahead now, and that's Mosovis. Normally goes a bounce, and he does this time. Got another one in. That's two. Goes a third inside 50. Oh, and the umpire said you've gone too far, son. That's a bit unfortunate there, and he's not happy as Mosovis.
Geez, we enjoyed that, even though, unfortunately, it's back. It was turned over to the hands of Willow.
So back in the hands of Willetton and the player there in Lenzo. Sorry, Zonka, I think that might be. So Zonka with the ball. Good kick there. Tan's the target. It's going to go over the top. Ashworth and Tan fight for it. Ashworth's going to be a bit quick to the ball this time there. Looks to try and knock it forward and does it well. Tolkien's going to pick it up there. So nice work by Tolkien. Kicks, and it's been turned over. Lands in the hands. This time it is Lenzo. And Andy Lenzo with ball in hand for Willetton.
Look, I tell you what, these players love to have a run with the ball. They also love to get a little bit fancy, dodging 1-2 players, love a fend off. There's some really skilled football being played out there today. Loving it. So
Willetton will look to try and push now. It's going to go into the hands of a core. Just ended up getting psyched out of that one a little bit, but he has picked it up. Goes inside 50 there. North can't quite get it, but well done going back the other way is Rutter, I think it is. It's been turned over there. Well done by Coolbinia, looking to try and bring it out. Delante drops one he would have liked, but he's able to recover. Brings it out nicely now. Nice little chip kick. Ashworth has it right on the paint of 50. Snaps around his body now. Well done by Ashworth. And Mosovis, he's had a big second half now for the Coolbinia side. Needs to do a bit more. Looks to try and kick it inboard now. Good kick this time. It's going to go to Ashworth, but it's going to be turned over this time. Picked up by Heron. Heron will look to try and pick it around. Might have been hurt as he kicked it, but he's going to get up okay. Hallows looks to try and pick it up now. Well done by Hallows. Steps beautifully. Good little kick. And Ashworth is going to have plenty of time. Might just beat him out of bounds though. No, umpire says play on, and Ashworth with ball in hand. So he's going to go one bounce. Far side of the ground, Burren to reserve. Kicks inside 50, and that's a good kick and lands in the hands of Albury. So Albury, nice little kick over the top. Duffield was the target, but well done coming back the other way was Zonka. And he takes a great mark right in the last line of defence. So Willetton holding just the 2-point lead. 5-5-35. Coolbinia 5-3-33.
Now, Zonka is usually the man who runs around in the midfield working hard, but if he's ever dropped back to the back line, he always has a great crack down there when the coaches ask him to. So quite a talented midfielder, but when they need some more defensive effort, you'll find Zonka doing a great job back in the defence, as you saw then with him taking that mark.
So good kick inside 50, that's high by Coolbinia, and there is that man in Zonka once again. So able to just hold that ball in. Coolbinia trying to bring it out though. Good pressure from both sides there. It is an absolute fight and a brawl there. Wills was there. Might have been hold without it. Umpire puts the whistle away. No, he's decided he wasn't. That will be a free kick. I think it's going to go to Jacob Wills. It is indeed.
So Wills is actually the opposite of Zonka. He tends to be in the back line, but if he ever needs to come up to the mid, he loves having a run around there as well.
So good kick there, and Aquano was the target. Mosavis is able to pick it up again.
Oh.
Handballs it through someone's legs. Umpire's letting that one go. Good tackle over the top by Robertson. And the umpire says, give it to me. The 2 number 8's absolutely going hammer and tongs at it.
Now, let me tell you, Connor Robertson, I've been told that he's a little player, but he easily gets under people's skin. He's like a fly that doesn't go away, apparently.
Oh, everyone loves those on the side. You need 1 or 2 of those, as you know as a Freo supporter, Sandra. And Ashworth brings that one out, takes one bounce, goes inside 50. That's a good long kick now. Oh, but so good by Jacob Wills going across the front of that pack and takes possibly a saving mark once again. Wills, nice little chip kick there. Worthington was the target. He picks it up beautifully. Nice long right foot kick there. Robertson was the target, but it's going to be marked there and lands on the chest of Crane.
He set himself up perfectly for that mark, and that was going nowhere other than in his hands.
So Kendall Crane barrels it inside 50. Ashworth was the target. He's got Lenzo for company there. Umpire's letting it play. Ooh. Lenzo jumps on. And we will have a ball up right on the paint of 50 for Coolbinia. 5 minutes into this last quarter. No score yet. And it is still Willetton leading by 2 points as the 2 26s go up. Good work once again. Zonka, he's been phenomenal in this last quarter. Coming back the other way, but well done by Core. He's able to sit there and knock it forward. Hard one to sit there and pick up. It's like a cake of soak out there for him sometimes. Whoa. Oh, knocked off his feet. Almost does a flip, but well done once again.
Here we go.
There's your man in Delante. Nice little chip kick and lands in the hands of Ashworth.
Geez, that's another deadly duo, Delante and Ashworth.
So Ashworth goes inside 50, but Wills jumps across the face again. He's been absolutely phenomenal. He's probably close to best on now with Worthington as well, who has ball in hand. So Worthington just strolls out of the fence. Don't go too far, son. Worthington goes a nice little chip kick, and here's your mate in Ash North. Goes over the top of his head there. Going back with the flight of the ball now. Here's Wayne Hallows. Hallows can't quite pick it up this time there. Coolbinia just going to need to do what they can just to hold it up. Do it well, and it's picked up this time by the number 14. Snaps around his body.
Oh, here we go.
Only as far as the 50. Up and under kick from Caleb Heron. Goes inside. The 14 looks to pick it up once again. A core is there. Good tackle this time by Griffin. And the umpire says, give it to me, I think. Actually, that tackle was by Shawnee Wilson.
That was some great contest at the ball. Then neither team wanting to give any margin away because, of course, it is too close at this point in time. 2 points separating them with 8 minutes on the clock.
So Tolkien went to Delante, and Delante's end up getting it back again. That is a great tackle there by Willetton. Good follow-up work there by Tolkien. The umpire's paid a free kick, I think. I think it is going to be a free kick, and well done there by Jack Zonka. He has had an absolute belter of a last quarter. Zonka sets it up. Good kick inside 50. It's going to land about 25 metres out. Goes over the top there. They'll sit there and look to try and pack it back. Donegan's there. Tan's there. Could have been taken high. Umpire has, and the crowd goes absolutely bananas. I think they want to see a Willetton win, and it is going to be Brendan Tan with the ball. And he'll set himself up about 20 metres out. 45-degree angle. He looked like he wanted to snap it around his body there. And what are you thinking, Sandra Sully? We're backing him in?
He's got to have it. Yeah, let's back him in.
All right, so we're right behind this one. Brendan Tan to increase the lead.
Oh!
And just out to the left-hand side. The crowd celebrated. They were behind that one. The bar going absolutely bananas here. But does increase the lead out by 3 points. 5-6-36 Willetton Coolbinia. 5-3-33. Just under 7 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter of this A-grade grand final.
Just a kick, just a goal in it, and it is an incredible contest out here. Thoroughly enjoying watching these players give absolutely everything to this grand final game, and really also enjoying how the crowd is getting around them. It's a great vibe down here at Barunda Reserve.
So Moshevis with the ball in hand at the moment. He's got players going ahead of him now. One of those is Ashworth. He's been absolutely lively all day, and Ashworth goes now. Player all by himself in the middle of the ground. Can't quite grab that one. Umpire says, yes, you've marked that one, son. And that's a good mark there. Looks to try and play on. Tolkien was the target once again. Doesn't quite sit for him. Zonka's there for a bit of company there. Looks to try and push the ball forward there. Tolkien just trying to get the ball inside 50. A core could have pushed him in the back. Umpire says, play it on. Ashworth in there. Well done by those players there. And Wills just happy to hack that one out. Goes past the Quano. Almost goes through the head there, but well done by Crane. Quano just knocks it forward. And here go Willetton through Tan. Tan goes inside 50. Two players all by themselves. Mylander right, picked up by Heron. They raffle the ball off there. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Wilson was the target. Lands in the hands of the 33, but well done by the number 14. Could have been in his back. Umpire says yes it is. And it's going to be a free kick to Coolbinia.
Look, the Coolbinia defence did brilliantly then. Incredible pressure, but they maintained their composure. That was 4 Blues heading into their 50 versus two Coolbinia players in defence. So incredible effort to end up with that free kick. But unfortunately the pressure is still on them because it is still in the Blues 50, and it's going to be a ball up not far from goals.
So the Willetton crowd going absolutely bananas at the moment. Donegan in the ruck. It's picked up this time by Delante. He skips through 1 and 2. Risky kick there. Donegan looks to try and follow up again. Could have been taken high. Umpire just letting it play. It's a risky time there to be going a high tackle. And that is a great kick out. Lands to Ashworth, who is all by himself. Ground looking big now for Coolbinia. Good kick there. Umpire pays that mark. Yes, he does. Plenty of time now. Tolkien was the target. It's going to land in his hands. Tolkien steps through 2. Worthington went right past him. Tolkien inside 50. No one able to take that mark. Well done by Willetton. They were able to just sit there and hold that one. Goes to try and knock the ball forward there. Duffield was there. Is tackled. No one able to get it out now. Coolbinia just trying to knock the ball forward there. Can it be the go-ahead goal? Umpire's paid a free kick. And it's going to go, I think, back to Willetton.
Tell you what, the young fella who had Worthington steaming at him, I mean, I would have been packing my dack, so he did well to get that ball away.
So absolutely high pressure now with 4 minutes left. Willetton leading by 3 points. Plenty of players around the ball now. Can Coolbinia get one last score? And it's going to go to Tolkien. Snaps around his body. Great smother there by Wills. And the ball goes out of bounds. And we're going to have a throw up now. 3.5 minutes left to go in this contest.
I'll tell you who's been working beautifully down in defence is Gouldy down there, who's also a part of the WA State Academy this year.
Lands in the hands of Wills. He's tackled now. Coolbinia chasing after it. Play goes to pick it up there. He's tackled by a cork. Can't quite get that one out. It's like a roaming maul at the moment, and the umpire says, give it back to me once again.
Is it too soon to say the next goal is going to be the game-winning goal?
Oh, look, I reckon you're pretty much right now. And that's a good knockout. Ashworth, shot on goal. And it's going to go all the way to the line. A minor score and trims it back to 2 points. 5-4-34. Willetton 5-6-36. And we're 2.5 minutes away from the Willetton crowd absolutely going off their chops.
Look, it's not just the Willetton crowd. It's a crowd full of a heap of supporters. You've got
and Ashworth.
it's back in his hands again. Oh my word!
So Ashworth goes a nice little chip kick, and Delante. So Delante with the ball 30 metres out, slight angle, and if he kicks this, Coolbinia are back in front.
Delante, Ashworth, just as deadly as Town and Worthington.
So Daniel Delante, 30 metres out. Has he got the distance in him? I reckon it's going to be touch and go. Steps through it. It's going to go all the way to the line. Up and under kick. No one able to take that mark. Well done by Willetton on the goal line. They'll look to try and clear out this time through Wills. That is a great kick. Donegan was the target. It's going to come through. Davey Hallows, the veteran, picks it up, streams through, takes one bounce, kick inside. Tan! What a smother there off the boot, but Hallows picks it up. Aquano comes through and tackles. Delante with the ball. Goes and kicks long, and Robertson couldn't quite take that mark.
Oh, look out!
Mossovich kicks on goal. Anyone take a mark?
Oh!
Oh, and the late inclusion there in Joseph Aubrey. Marks on his chest.
Knees and marked it on his chest.
So the young fella there in Joseph Aubrey is going to sit there and go and have a shot with a minute and a half left to go. Aubrey, 25 metres out, directly in front. A goal will win it, you would think. Aubrey sets it long! Goal for Coolbinia, and they lead the A-grade grand final, and look at them celebrate. 6-4-40, Willetton 5-6-36, and that could be the game, Sandra Scully.
Look, you couldn't have asked for a better way to play out a fourth quarter. This has been so tightly contested, incredibly competitive. The boys have given it absolutely everything, or the boys and girls have given it absolutely everything they've got. A 3-point lead to Willetton, just turned over to the Coolies with a minute to go. Now, at the end of the third, I said that there was not enough time to kick another goal. I don't want to be eating my words again, but who knows a way that this game has had some unexpected events happen in it.
And I'll tell you, one of those now is bringing the big man in Jacob Wills into the ruck. And the umpires found something there. And that is all she wrote. Coolbinia are the A-grade champions for 2023. Joseph Aubrey, he was the hero. He kicked a goal with 1 minute left, and they have won the flag. Willetton will be absolutely devastated, almost holding on, but it's been an absolutely phenomenal contest, and look at them celebrate now. Nothing better than winning a flag. And they are absolutely up and about. So many stories out there today. We've heard a few with the Hellos boys. We know they've got some good players out there. And we hear the song in the background now. Absolutely great play. And